Hi, everybody. I wrote another poem, and I'm going to read it to you guys. I decided this month that I would write poetry about women or teenagers or children that have inspired me, female. And for this poem, I've selected Anne Frank. I love Anne Frank. I love her story. It's a very tragic story, and she is a little girl, sorry, teenager that I hope we never ever forget about. She was captured by the Nazis and sent to concentration camp where she ended up dying. And I'm not very pushy with my opinions on a lot of things, but if you guys are one of those people that don't believe this ever happened, that's something I would say that you need to get out of your delusion, because this happened and we need to be aware of things like this, because it might have happened to them at that time, but at any point something can happen to you, and that's why it's important. It's important that we care about what happens to other people, because it may be their suffering in the moment, but you want someone to look at you when it's your suffering. So I think acknowledging that this happened is very important. I 100% know it happened. I don't care what anybody says, and I never want to forget it. I never want those lives that were lost to be in vain, even though I think they were lost senselessly. I wish we could hear about every single person, but unfortunately, there's just too many people that died. Um, so I also selected Anne Frank because I find her to be brave and courageous and just witty and charming and the typical teenager in such a horrific time. And so, without further ado, and without less of my rambling, because I tend to ramble, I will read my poem. It's titled Anneliese, which is Anne Frank's first name. So here we go. Anneliese, hidden behind rows of words, carrying the details of life with every stroke of the pen, finding the light in the midst of darkness, a growth unforeseen from child to teen. The joy of kissing a boy, suppressed you were, experiencing the devil in broad daylight. And who would comfort you, watching the helplessness of those you love, and wishing for that which you used to know? A simple scent of the open air, a simple walk to hear the birds chirp. Spaces can be so small in a big house, as fear turns to shock as they lure you out, working you to the bone in the hell they created. And when your lips turned blue and your fragile body was no more, it was your voice that would tell their story, a story of animals who roam the earth, preying on innocence, innocence they dare not see. Atrocity is so foreign we want to create a monster, but these were men, our men, and it is your voice that sings in the wind. I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I always was, always am, and always will be. Creating a way for a new man, a man of depth, a man of integrity, a man of grace, a man of reflection, a man who sees a child in a child and offers it nothing but life. Our man, your man. So that's it. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoy and have a very blessed and joyful rest of the day. Well, it's 10:14 p.m. now, but rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys later. Love you all, Melissa.